everybody, and welcome to Level 2 Push Whip. I'm Mario Robau, and this is my wife, Erica Robau. It's been a while since we last saw each other in Level 1, and several things have changed. Certainly the dance has. As you can tell by the introduction, I've also gotten married since then. In the Level 2 tape, we'll be covering several different patterns in 3 specific sections. The first section we'll be covering in the Level 2 tape is called throwouts. How to get from a closed position out to an open position. There are 6 patterns in this section, the first one being a tuck throwout, which we already learned in Level 1. We will, however, review it and work on a variation where the leader and the follower both turn into a free spin. That's right, a free spin during the last 2 beats of the pattern. The second pattern we'll work on is called the inside roll, or left side spinning side pass. Also a variation on this pattern will be the free spin for both leader and follower. The third pattern we'll cover is called the fake throwout, followed by the Dewey throwout, the Dewey tuck throwout. Finally, we have a tuck throwout with a double outside spin. That's right, a double spin. Level 2 concentrates heavily on double spins for the follower. Variation on the tuck throwout with the double spin will be a neck wrap, our first neck wrap in the entire series, and we will be exiting all neck wraps the same way with a walk around or basket whip. The second section in the Level 2 tape is called Open Position, Double Spins and Hammerlocks. We'll be concentrating very heavily on double spins and hammerlocks specifically because they are the most common outcome of a double spin. There are 5 patterns in this section, starting with probably the most popular pattern on both the East and West Coast. It's a whip with a double outside spin. Variation on the whip with a double outside spin will be a neck wrap from which we will exit with a walk around. The second pattern in this section is called a cutoff. 2 variations on the cutoff will be A, the neck wrap, and B, the hammerlock. Third pattern we're going to cover is called a walk around with a double outside spin. Really the bread and butter of Texas push whip, as it is the most common pattern used throughout this area. Variation on the walk around with the double spin will be the hammerlock. From there we'll move on to the single double, varying also with the hammerlock. Finally, we'll round out this section with a Dallas tuck, also going into a hammerlock. Several times during this section, you will see asterisks or signs indicating that this is a specific Texas-style move. There will be variations thrown in once we get to the hammerlock called the bump or the hitch and bump. The third and final section in the Level 2 tape is called Hammerlock Moves and Exits. Now that we've covered several ways to get into the hammerlock, we'll cover several ways to get out from this position. There are 4 patterns in this section, and the first one is the one that we will be using when getting into the hammerlock in the other patterns. It's called the underarm turn. From there we'll move on to an inside roll, or a left side spinning side pass as some call it, and then we've got 2 really great new patterns to show you. The first one is called a spin around, which also has a variation, a double spin variation, getting back to the hammerlock position. And finally, we'll round it out with a do-si-do, which is the final pattern in the Level 2 series. Variation on the do-si-do will also be into a neck wrap position. Now that we've gone over everything we'll be covering in the Level 2 tape, let's say we get down to business. Erica, go ahead. You got the honors.